Hey guys, it's Corey. I know I haven't been posting as much as I said I would, but I've been spending most of my holiday stressing, moving into this place, and also I've been in a lot of pain lately, which is kind of what I wanted to talk about. I think it started maybe about Christmas when I went back home. Now the only way I can describe this pain is it feels like period pains, but hell of a lot worse. Because unlike normal period pains for a lot of people, unlike me, they don't usually shift to your lower back or travel up your body. Or in my case, a lot of them actually, it affects my legs as well. So I started getting these pains, but I knew it wasn't period pains. So when I was back in Manchester, I went to the doctors and we discussed things like IBS, endometriosis. One of my friends as well, when I told him how it went, also said about polycystic ovaries when I described the pains. And so the GP just gave me meds. Haven't done anything to help it at all. I also did a lot of tests. Because we thought it could have been IBS, I had to take a stool sample, I had to take a urine sample, I've had blood tests, I've had an ultrasound. Everything seems perfectly fine. Which also, when you hear stuff like that, it kind of makes you feel like you're just going crazy and the pains aren't actually there. But went back home to Darlington, was in that much pain, I went back to the hospital there, and again gave me medication, hasn't really done anything, and right now as I'm talking I'm in a hell of a lot of pain. So I went to the doctors there and they had referred me to go to see a gynaecologist, which obviously as a trans guy for a lot of us it's really not the nicest of things, especially when you don't want to be seen as trans or anything and you just want to pass as male and you want to try and hide everything. So going to a gynaecologist made me feel so dysphoric. Finally got there and they pretty much said it could be endometriosis, which also for any of you who don't know what that is, I'll put the meaning here. They basically said it could be that. I've got to go back again in 8 weeks for another ultrasound to check for cysts and stuff. We discussed a lot of things like the implant, a coil which I've been told never to get, and some other things. She also mentioned something about getting pregnant, which is never going to happen, and menopause, but because of my age and only being 19, no. So I've got to go back for ultrasound, see if I can find anything. We've discussed that maybe the implant might be better. The furthest we have to go is keyhole surgery, which to be fair doesn't bother me at all. So right now I'm not exactly the greatest, but also say actually as well, the pains, they have actually started getting to the point where I feel like I'm going to I feel either physically sick or I feel like I'm going to pass out. And having to describe when these pains are, doesn't make me feel too good. Having to deal with stuff like this, it makes me feel really bad and kind of makes me wish I wasn't who I am. I mean, the pain, it gets that bad that I can't physically move. I mean, the first time I got the pain, I was sat at a bar, moved at the slightest bit, and I nearly screamed. I had tears streamed down my face. I couldn't move. The pain went through to my thigh, it went through to my lower back. Usually whichever side the pain is on, it shoots up that side of my torso. And I'm getting to the point where I can't take it anymore. I don't want to have to wait 8 weeks for another ultrasound. But yeah, I said, not the best. Because another thing I need, after this, what I need to do actually is go to the fertility clinic, which I feel like I'm not going to be able to do anything about until I get this sorted. And after all this is done, then I can start hormones, which I am really excited about. Fingers crossed. I'll be starting maybe it's beginning the next year. So I suppose at least I've got something to look forward to. It's just a shame I've got to go through all this first. But oh well. So yeah, just thought I'd do like a bit of an update. That's it. So I would say I'll see you next week, but the way I've been going, it's just going to be whenever I can record. So yeah. So I'll see you later. Let it go. So